Work at home mommies, this one is for you. These are my top 10 tools for work at home moms. So let's get started.
You're listening to my mom
on the Mommy's Home Office Show.
Okay, Mom, yes, your turn. Love you. Yeah, push Mommy up.
Aw, thanks, guys. Now go play so I can record this.
Welcome to the Mommy's Home Office Podcast, where I pull back the curtains and talk about the realities of starting and running a successful online business from home. I'm your host, Nicole Wynn. Let's do this.
I want to just remind you that my online business starter kit is over at mommyshomeoffice.com/starter kit. It is so full of all of the tools and resources you need to get started in your online business. So go check it out. mommyshomeoffice.com/starter kit. Let's get started. All right, moms, it takes a special kind of mom to be able to work from home. So here are my top tools for you. And they may not be the typical tools that you're used to hearing about, but these have definitely made my life easier, and I hope they can do the same for you. So let's get to it. I'm going to talk about tools for the home first. So I use these tools weekly, if not daily. So the first tool is my Alexa. And I know it sounds crazy, but I use my Alexa all the time, or Siri sometimes, or Google Assistant if you have the Google Assistant. So whatever you have in your house, whether it's Alexa, Siri, or Google Assistant, use them. I talk to Alexa all day long. She tells me the weather, the news, she sets timers for me, and y'all know how much I love timers. If you don't, listen to episode 4 and you'll quickly find out. And I ask her all sorts of random questions. My kids totally love her too. They love the bedtime stories skill. If you haven't done the bedtime stories skill, try it out because it's pretty cool. I think you say, Alexa, open bedtime stories. And then it adds your kid's name in there. It's really fun. They also really like the skill that is open the secret door story. They think it's really cool to go down that story route. And yes, they ask her to fart. Yeah, you heard that right. They ask her to fart. And she does it in a bunch of different ways, and it's really funny. And I have boys, so you know this is all them. Oh, and they also ask her totally random facts. Anything that they're always asking me, because you know kids have 18 million questions a day. I'm like, ask Alexa, she'll tell you. And Alexa tells them the answer. And it's the right answer. It's not a made-up answer from mommy. Plus, they can play all the Kidz Bop songs that they want on their own without having my phone or anything like that. So my 4-year-old even knows how to pair Alexa to our Bluetooth speaker. It's definitely a good tool for both me and my kiddos. So check it out. This next tool is totally not going to surprise you if you've been listening for a while, but it's Amazon Prime. I talked about my love for Amazon Prime extensively in episode 5. And if you don't know what Amazon Prime is, you must be living under a rock because I can't imagine. It's everywhere and it's amazing. It has saved so much time for me. I use it for almost everything. It's just so easy and it saves so much time from me going to the store and buying other things. Plus, I use Subscribe and Save so I don't even have to think about ordering trash bags, toilet paper, air filters, or toothbrush heads. They just get delivered to my door at the schedule that I want them delivered. It really saves time, energy, and effort, and I love it. So check it out. All right, this next one you might be hearing about everywhere. Yes, it's the Instant Pot. I love it. Let's be real. I don't always remember to think about dinner in the morning. You know, defrosting meat and all that stuff. I'm not really good at all that. I don't have to remember anymore. I can throw frozen meat, whether it's chicken, beef, whatever, into the Instant Pot with a little broth, some veggies, and voila, I have dinner. It does a ton of stuff, but I really don't even know how to use the rest of those awesome functions. I just need it to save my butt when it's 4 p.m. and my kids are starting to whine and they're hungry and all my stuff is frozen. Yeah. That time. You know what I'm talking about. If you haven't checked out the Instant Pot, go ahead, check it out. It's another gadget, but it's very, very helpful in situations like that. This next one is kind of different. It's my Ring doorbell. I totally love this doorbell because it lets me not have to get up when some random person is at my door trying to sell something or whatever, because I get a million doorbell knocks and rings a week. I can see them on my phone. They can't see me, but I can see them, and I can tell them that I'm not able to answer the door, and they go on their merry way. Another great feature is that I know exactly when my packages arrive so they don't sit outside all day and get stolen. Plus, if they do get stolen, I have them on camera. So win-win, right? Well, not that I want my packages to get stolen. Anyway, moving along to the fifth tool for work-at-home moms, and it is the Roomba. You guys know that I hate cleaning, but I hate dirty floors even more. Ugh, it's so gross. I'm always barefoot. It drives me nuts when I feel crumbs or dirt all over the floor, or I sit down and look at my foot and it's black on the bottom. That grosses me out. So, ugh. Enter the Roomba. We call ours Rosie. You know, from the Jetsons? I don't know. Are y'all that old? I'm that old. I remember Rosie. Anyway, yes, I have a robot that sweeps my floors. I don't have any carpet except for area rugs. And with 3 small boys, there is always something really gross on the floor. Rosie was also amazing when our dogs were alive. Dog hair is like one of my biggest pet peeves, and she really took care of it for me, so I didn't have to see it all the time. And we had Labradoodles that are supposed to be like non-shedding. Well, that was a bunch of crap. They totally shed all the time. Seriously, having the floor swept daily by Rosie helps me keep up between my wonderful housekeepers that normally come every 2 weeks, but with my ankle broken, they've been coming every week. And I don't think I want to get rid of that. I really like it. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to keep them. All right. Moving on to business tools, because now that we've gotten the mommy tools all out of the way, let's talk about business tools. I think you're going to know what my favorite number 1 biz tool is, but I'm going to remind you anyway. It's Asana. I use Asana every single day. It houses all my tasks, checklists, and pretty much everything else that I need for mommy's home office and my home life. If you feel frazzled and like you can't get it together, go check out my free Asana training where I walk you through the behind the scenes of my Asana and how I use it for mommy's home office. So check that out. All right, number 2. It won't surprise you either, I promise. It's Canva. Canva is this super easy graphic design website and app that make creating graphics super simple. Plus, it's free. It has all of the preset dimensions for almost all the graphics you need to make, and it has done-for-you templates, which is even better. Now, I use Canva for work, which is a very low fee, but it's the paid version of it, and it's totally worth it for me because I use it really every single day. So if you don't know Photoshop and you need a graphic design tool, this is the one, Canva. All right, now I haven't mentioned this last one before. It's LastPass. Do you hate having to remember 18 million passwords? Or do you hate giving your password out to others? Well, let me introduce you to my little friend LastPass. This tool securely stores and remembers all of your passwords. It also remembers all of your info too, so you don't need to fill out all of those damn forms anymore. Just one click and voila, it does it for you. Plus, sharing your password is super easy, and you can choose to allow the person to see the password or keep it hidden so they just have access to it. They can't see what it is. Okay, moving on. You probably know this by now, but I'm a total Google geek. I use almost all of their stuff. Calendar, Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Drive, Google Photos. I store everything here. I also create 90% of everything I do in Google Docs or Sheets. And then I store them in the Google Drive for easy finding. The calendar is super critical for me. I use this for everything. My husband and I couldn't function without it, or at least there would be a million more fights if we didn't use the Google Calendar. Now, I use Google Photos on my phone. It backs up all my photos because I am of the mentality that you can never be too careful with your pictures and you should have them in at least 3 places. Which leads me to my last and final tool for work at home mamas. It is a good camera. You can do so much with smartphones these days that you really don't need a fancy DSLR. Unless you're a photographer, then forget that last part. You need a DSLR. I use my iPhone 7 Plus for everything, and I mean everything. And I'm about to upgrade to an 8 or 10. I don't know yet, but I'm so excited because I can't wait. But I have a DSLR and I never use it anymore. All of the photos of the kids are taken with my phone. I actually took a really good course on how to take great pics of your kids with your iPhone. So go to my show notes if you want to check that out. Or by the way, all of these things are listed in the show notes, so check them out. I use those photos from my phone for all my social media posts. You can see them on my Instagram feed. I've taken all those photos by myself with my phone. Okay, so there you have it. My top 10 tools for work at home moms. Did I miss any? Let me know in the comments. So until next time, don't forget to download that starter kit guide, and I will see you next week.
I really hope that you're loving this podcast as much as I am. If you are, please, please, please leave a raving review on iTunes so more moms can find us. Easiest way to get there? mommyshomeoffice.com/iTunes. And just one last thing. Mom, you've got this. Now go kick some ass.